Hello, welcome to another pick a card reading. I am B, and this reading is going to be about what your spirit team or your spirit guides think of you, how they view you, and anything they might want to get through to you, any kind of message they want to communicate to you. So we have 3 piles to choose from here. We have pile 1 with the Sunstone and this tarot deck here. We have pile 2 with the Malachite, Palm Stone, and this deck here. Oops. And then for pile 3, we have this Tibetan quartz point and this deck here. That is such an interesting stone. Okay. You can pause the video if you need more time. The timestamps will be in the description box down below, and I'll see you at your reading. Okay, if you chose pile 1 with this Sunstone, this is your reading. So right off the bat, your spirit team sees you as a very bright individual. Someone who radiates with purity, I'm hearing. So let's see what else we have. So these are all oracle cards. We may pull some tarot afterwards if we feel it necessary. So here we have Duende, and I'm not sure exactly how to say that, so I'm sorry if I'm messing that up. We have the number 54 with a crossing and initiation. We have transcendence. We have peace. We have the Empress. We have dragon. Wow, this is a very, how do I put that? A very spiritually potent person. Somebody who really packs a punch. It's a powerful person, but it's not in like a moody, broody way. It's like just a radiant, bright, powerful, expansive inner light. We have gratitude with pink rose. This card came out in the last reading I did. If you're subscribed and you have watched the last reading, you may have picked the pile with this one. We have the Sun with clarity, creativity, leadership, favorability, and positivity. Yeah, definitely radiant, definitely expansive. Oh, these 2 cards. This is a little vision board deck that I had, and I think it's funny that this, I think these are lemon pieces or whatever. This is lemonade, and it's kind of yellow with the sun. It matches. We have beauty, and that goes with the Empress as well. So yeah, we have a really beautiful arrangement of cards here for you, pile 1. Your spirit guide is spirit guide. So there may just be one guide coming through today. Some people have hordes of spirit guides, and some people have just a few. I feel that you are an older soul. You are someone, we have the dragon here. You have a lot of spiritual wisdom, and you may have it and not even like have an explanation for how you have this spiritual wisdom. You were just born with it. And this guide we're talking about here is acknowledging how they admire your strength, your wisdom, but also with the Empress, your femininity, your softness. Even if you're not biologically female or whatever gender you are, it makes no difference. This guide is impressed. This guide admires the receptive qualities you have despite this sun energy, this leadership, this expansive energy, which the sun can be viewed as sort of masculine. It's the yang energy. So yeah, we have the crossing with initiation. I feel that you're, with transcendence as well, this initiation and transcendence card, I feel that you're coming to a place in your spiritual evolution, and this has probably taken place over multiple lives. You're reaching a place where you're getting to the bigger themes on the spiritual journey, okay, in this life, currently, as we speak. And this card here, I'm going to read from the booklet, but this card here, when I read it the first time, what I kind of got from it, my own interpretation from it, was that there's limitless potential in return for the work that you do, okay? But there's also an equal amount of disappointment that can happen because of how much work you've put into something, how much work you've invested in something. You're at a point now where you'll get bigger returns spiritually, but there is also a bit of trickiness to it, to where you don't want to fall back, you know. Not that you ever can go backwards on your spiritual evolution, but you can have setbacks, you know, from expanding even more or moving forward. And so it gets harder as you go. Like, I don't know, as you level up, there's more responsibility, you know. And this is across all facets of life, but we're talking about spiritually here because we have the Dragon card. You have a massive responsibility, even in this lifetime, the life that you're living now, on a spiritual level. Massive responsibility. We have the Tear. You've struggled through a lot. I think you're finally to come into a place of peace, though, with that Peace card. And Tear, this... You've done your time, is what I'm hearing. You've done your time. I actually want to put this here. This dragon. You've seen a lot. You've gone through a lot. You've learned a lot. You have definitely reached some major milestones spiritually. And this guide is very proud of you. Very, very proud of you. And to this guide, you are so precious. You are the light. You are the radiance. And I think that they're, with the crossing initiation, you're, look at this transcendence person's facing this way, going towards this portal looking thing, this light portal here. Your guide's like over here on this side of the portal, and you're coming towards it, and they're just so, I don't know, they're so happy. There's a lot of happiness here. They're so excited. They're happy that you're coming towards them. I think you're gonna finally unite with this guide, whoever this guide is. I don't know exactly the nature of this guide. I don't know if they're like just a guardian angel, if they're a passed on loved one. I don't know the nature of it, but you're going to come into union with them, or meet. You're getting to a point where you're going to be on their level, to where you can be with them somehow. Maybe you're getting to a point where you can communicate with them more clearly, because you kind of have a better understanding on a spiritual level in order to communicate with them. Something like this. It's interesting. So I actually want to just use this deck here. This tarot deck. Whoop. That was fast. We have the Five of Swords. This spirit guide is helping you overcome conflicts within yourself, but also like conflicts in life, things that pop up that might interfere with your path. They're helping you sort that out. They guide you through these things. Oops, I think that's too many. Yeah, it's too many. Whoops. Seven of Cups. Okay, so this guide, when you're having bouts of confusion and mental conflict, internal conflict, this guide helps you through it. They watch you, okay? So they see you. They feel your pain with the Tear, Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords. They see your struggle, okay? And despite your struggle, they think you're so beautiful and so strong and so expansive. They're just proud of you. I don't know. They know this guide is very understanding to your situation, as a guide would be. But I'm just saying, they want you to know, like, they want you to know that. They see how much that you struggle. They see how much of a struggle your oh my gosh, how much of a struggle your circumstances are. And even like with all these cards just coming out like that, they see how much life kind of dumps on you. And they're here for you. They're here for you, and they're supporting you through all this. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they're lining up opportunities. They're and I feel like they're working with others to help give you opportunities. You have Knight of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles as well. Okay, sorry. I actually had to pause. Something came up and I am back. So it is a day later. My voice is probably a little deeper. It's a little later in the evening. I think this is kind of a message here. I think I was saying something about this Knight of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ace of Pentacles. This spirit guide in particular is aligning opportunities for you. They want you to know there's going to be this sort of yo-yo effect with your opportunities, with the things that pop up that are going to be helpful for you, with things that are supporting you. It's going to feel like, wow, I'm getting all this opportunity and I'm getting a lot done and this is exactly what I want. And then it's going to kind of like go back into a phase of feeling like, oh, well, maybe I don't have as much opportunity as I thought, or things kind of quiet back down. It's like there's not a whole lot of movement, because the Nine of Pentacles is a slow moving energy. This guide wants you to know that these opportunities are slowly stacking up. Okay, so each opportunity that you take advantage of, that they have aligned for you, is helping you get further and further along. It just is taking a little while with this Knight of Pentacles energy. They want you to have patience. We don't have Temperance here, not yet anyway. I'm going to pull one more card from this tarot deck that we are using for your pile. But yes, I'm getting Temperance energy. They just want you to be patient. And it's not like you haven't already been patient. But this is kind of just the nature of your life. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like Saturnian energy, like tons of it in your birth chart, because of how much time you've had to wait. Because there was that theme of you've done your time kind of thing, you know. It's like karmically, I think you've paid off a lot of karmic debt. And it's just a matter of things aligning for you now, and you taking the right opportunities. There's definitely also a message here to, when the opportunities arise, take them. It's in your best interest. I know that there may be a little bit of doubt. We do have the Five of Swords with this mental conflict kind of thing going on here. And the Seven of Cups, a little bit of confusion. There may be doubt and confusion. But these opportunities that are popping up, they're popping up for a reason. They're not just by chance. They're popping up because you are being aligned with them. So, yes, let's see what else we get from this deck. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, these opportunities that are like, look at all the Pentacles energy here we have. You have the Empress, and this is abundance. So, and it's funny, this one comes out here with Beauty and Empress. You have probably been operating from a place of lack for many years of your life. Some of it due to environmental circumstances, like things that were beyond your control, and due to other people kind of like leaving you out in the cold maybe. But you're going to be coming out of that, and this spirit guide wants you to know that they know the struggle you have experienced. They feel it, and they're with you every step of the way, and they're going to get you out of that. They're going to propel you forward and help you get to the place that you're destined to be. So, on the bottom of the deck, we have the World. Yeah, you're gonna get to that place. So, I don't want to end the reading just yet. I feel like, let's look at beguiling buttons. I feel that there is some sort of signs that maybe this guide wants you to pay attention to, as far as like when you see these symbols or signs or situations that are pertaining to these little buttons we're fixing to pull. That is this guide, okay? This guide is with you or around you. They're trying to give you a little wink, a little nod, or say, hey, I'm here, or just remind you of them. So let's see. For pile 1. We have a shooting star. Okay. Yes. Shooting stars. Shooting stars will be a sign. Doves will be a sign. White birds as well. Anytime you see a white bird. We have an old flame. So this guide may actually be, okay, I don't know how to articulate this, and I was thinking it when I had first started recording this video for your pile yesterday. A person that you have had a meaningful connection with in your past, in this life, in this lifetime, that you've had a meaningful connection with in your past, is being guided by this guide also, or they're related to this guide somehow. Like I said, we all have different spiritual beliefs. I mean, if you're here and you found this video, you have at least somewhat similar beliefs to myself, but I will say that on a deeper level, our understanding of spirituality and of things of this nature are very subjective. So take that how it resonates and make it fit how it resonates. I feel like somebody here is very spiritually evolved, obviously, if you chose this pile. And I feel like you're going to know exactly what I'm saying without me even having to say it exactly correctly. Yes. Let's see what else we have here. It's so weird. I feel such a sense of calmness right here. I guess it's that peace. I don't know. And maybe the dragon as well. We have the number 11 with pop. For some reason, this is making me think of pop culture or pop music. Pop music. Maybe your favorite pop artist reminds you of, or this guide is similar to your favorite pop artist. I don't know. And it's a feminine one. Interesting. This is also the symbol for Venus. I don't know. That's relevant to somebody very specifically. We have a ladder, the number 70. I'm hearing the phrase moving on up. I don't know if that's relevant to somebody. I just caught that as it fell. That was a good catch. Ladder. Ladders could be significant. When you see a ladder, I don't know. I'm actually visualizing a ladder being out of place, or a ladder being in a place that it's like, why is that ladder there? There's nothing going on. Like nobody's using that ladder. There's just a ladder sitting there. So if you ever just see a ladder in the near future, just sitting on a sidewalk or something and nobody's actually even using it, this is this guide. I don't know. This guide's... What is that? You know what's funny? I've actually been seeing, like, cleaning up the house that I'm living in, and there's a bunch of belongings from the people that previously lived here. And there's like a ton of ladders, and nobody knows whose ladders they are, who they belong to. I don't know. Interesting. We have the number 67 with a hand holding a heart there. Hearts could be significant. Hands holding things could be significant. Like hands doing this number here, like holding things. I have no idea where this is coming from, but Lady Gaga, I guess it's from the pop culture, and she had, Art Pop was an album of hers, and there was a song called Venus in there. I don't know why this hand made me think of that. Oh, Lady Gaga has a song, something about Hold My Hand. I don't know what that one's about, but anyways, Lady Gaga is significant in some way. I'm not sure why. For somebody specifically. It could be somebody's favorite artist. We have the number 28 with a person in their little shadow. It's so funny because the person's little hands are like out like this, but then the shadows are like on their hips. So duality, the duality of a person's nature is significant somehow. What else? A microphone. Okay. I think sometimes you channel this guide. Sometimes you speak and you're like, why did I say that? I think this guide channels through you. It literally speaks through you. Sometimes you're just speaking to someone and you may start saying something that is like out of character for you to say. And it seems like just totally different. Like, I don't know, there's like a sense of wisdom to what you're saying, or like a sense of professionalism in your words. This guide helps you speak, helps you communicate. And two, the things that you say to other people and you're like, where did that come from? You said something to someone else. There's a message in whatever you said for yourself as well. So if you share wisdom with other people, this guide is not only speaking through you, but to you as they're speaking through you. Okay? So the advice, like I'm going to reiterate that. The advice that you give other people is advice for yourself. And it's from this guide. We have the number 40 with, I think this is a salt shaker. So, I don't know. Does somebody collect Salt shakers. Does somebody like vintage salt shakers? There's a specific, oh my God, there's something coming through here. Pop music is still coming through, but somebody very specifically, this is going to be like maybe one person listening to this. A favorite pair of salt shakers. I don't know, like vintage ones or something like that. Is very significant. Whatever they're shaped like, whatever feeling they give you is important. Like if you're shopping and you see some and you just like, I gotta have those, buy them. But if you have salt shakers that you feel really connected to, put them on display. Look at them often. The energy that they make you feel is very important. I don't know what this is. There's some sort of like ritual with salt that needs to be salt cleansing, but like the container like that you put it in matters. I don't know. I do not know. I cannot make sense of that. It's so strange. There's weird little things. I feel like weird little daily things that you do that can help you connect with this guide. One more. We have a heart with a arrow going through it saying it says forever. So hearts are definitely significant. But this guide also, it says old flame. You may have had a romantic connection with this guide incarnation. Like this guide may have been incarnated before. It could be actually a soulmate that's helping you. Their higher self, if they're still alive and you're not with them, or you're going to meet them one day, or just take this how it resonates. This guide has had romantic connections with you or will in the future. In some way, this guide is like a partner to you, is like a counterpart for you. We do have the Empress, which is a feminine energy, and the Sun here. You mean a lot to this guide, okay? I think you've helped them in the in some way. Okay, so this guide is very proud and excited about your progress that you've made in this lifetime and what it means for the afterlife, even is what I'm hearing. When you have completely lived out this lifetime and you return to the spirit realm, this guide is so excited about the progress you've made and the things that you'll be able to do together. So, yes, because this is a partner. Yeah. Okay, so I am going to leave your reading here, pile 1. This may have been a strange reading, or maybe a little, I don't know. I feel like it could have been a little chaotic since I had to come back in a day later, but and I don't know what it is about this salt shaker. Let me know in the comments if you know what that is. But yeah, hopefully something in this was helpful for you. That is the main goal here. And I hope to see you in the next one. And thank you for watching. Okay, if you chose pile 2 with this malachite palm stone, this is your reading. Let me get your oracles laid out. And afterwards, we will pull some tarot. So for your first card, we have Inventor. Ooh. What does your spirit guide or guides think of you? How do they see you? How do they view you? And what do they want to say? You are creating something so unique and special and useful in this lifetime. Okay? Now, this isn't like artistic creator energy. I mean, it could be, but it's not strictly that. This could be something like, it's an inventor. It's something useful, as in like a tool of some sort. It could be a teaching system. It could be a, any kind of system, really. because this seems like a methodical thing. We'll see what else we get. We have whale song with resonating. Ooh, I'm getting a really, like, rich, deep, I'm getting a wisdom, but like a really peaceful. Pile 1 got wisdom as well. It had the dragon. It's like they had wisdom through suffering. I feel like this reading, your guides sense or see or know you by your calm, peaceful wisdom, your integrated wisdom, your go with the flow, being in sync with nature wisdom, and also having a very good analytical mind, or a mind where your mind is sound enough to make systems. Systems is what I keep getting, systems. You know the balance of nature, and you know how things work. I'm actually thinking of, and I think it was a villain, but you're not a villain. I'm thinking of the character Sylar from the TV show Heroes. He knew how things worked. He understood how things worked. This is the kind of character that you are. This is the kind of soul you have. And there's many layers to you. Look at this malachite here. Beautiful, beautiful layers. Many layers. And the stone is also, it feels pretty dense. It's moody, but not like, I don't know. And it kind of matches this card. Blues and greens are very important. It's so weird. Before I even started rolling, when I was fixing to do pile 2, this stone is green. Where was I getting blue from? Something made me think of blue, and I don't know what it is. I'm looking all around, and I'm like, what made me think of blue? So blue and green, and a blue-green color is important. I honestly, I feel compelled to tell someone, if you've been thinking of painting anything in your house, like any walls or any room in your house, like a teal blue color, turquoise even, do it. It's going to be inspiring for you. We have gratitude. That is so weird. Pile 1 got gratitude as well. These are 2 different piles, though. I want to be clear about that. I think anybody who comes across these videos, no matter what pile you chose, is going to be a very highly evolved spiritual person. I'm already getting those vibes because of this gratitude. It's like you guys totally understand how lucky you are to be alive. You understand the meaning of life to a larger degree than like most people. And your spirit guides are proud, just very proud, and they're fascinated. They're fascinated with this inventor. They're fascinated with, your guides are actually kind of impressed. You know, I'm not saying that they didn't expect for you to be this way, but like, they're just so impressed that you're doing what you're doing with what you're dealt in this life, because life is hard. Okay, just straight up, like, it's not easy. We have abundance. Okay, pile 1 also got abundance, but it's a different flavor, and this is green. So I feel that your guides see you as somebody who is very resourceful. You're very resourceful because of your balance. I don't know. I feel like this pile, whoever chose pile 2, has done so well with what the universe has given them. So the universe is very abundant, and it gives people the resources they need for many different things in life. And sometimes we don't actually accept what the universe gives us, even if it's helpful or supportive. Sometimes we don't accept the help, you know? And I feel that your pile is very good at seeing what's good for them. Like, seeing what's good for you. I feel like you recognize it, and you're so thankful for it. And so you just keep getting more and more and more. Your heart space is so well developed. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful. You have a deep heart. You have such depth to I feel like you're a very empathic person. I don't know. I feel like people are comforted in your presence. I think that your spirit guides are just, I think you're so connected to them because you have such a well-developed heart space. And they're so proud of you and happy about this. We have the Chariot. You take action. Your spirit guides see you as being someone who takes action, and you're so worthy of all of the abundance you receive. When you get a sign from the universe or your guides, When you get that little nudge, when you get that sign, you read the sign and you take action on it. And they're so proud of you, and they're saying right now, you're going to continuously be rewarded for this. Yes, you're so, there's a sense of cooperation here. And it's not like, oh, you got to cooperate because somebody wants you to do this thing. No, like you cooperate with your spirit team. Okay? You came here with the intent to be helped by them, to be supported by them. They're your team. And it's like you're a team player. You work so well with your spirit guides. They're just, I don't know, like like I said, some people are a little more difficult to work with. And it's no fault of their own. I mean, being human, you have your hangups, and you have your faults. But for this pile, you're doing so well with what you're being given, the help you're being given, support you're being given, the energetic leg up, the energetic upgrades that your spirit guides are helping you achieve. You're just moving right through them. You just keep going up and up and up. We have the cheetah at breakneck speeds. So like in the chariot. This is definitely, for sure, it's like this feeling of pushing forward and moving forward so fast. Like just blazing through all of life's lessons. I don't even feel like you have a lot of lessons to learn this life. I feel like you're just blazing through phases in your life and really getting down to the point. I think you're living out your purpose, I think you're not resisting it. And your guides are proud of that, and they're so glad and so happy about this. We have tomato with love. Yes, this is where we're getting this heart space energy. Love potion. I feel like there's something, like I was saying, people feel comfortable around you. You make people feel accepted, okay? And your guides are so very proud of you for that too, because the world needs a whole lot of that. And you're definitely doing good in that department. We have Neptune with sacrifice, idealization, confusion, inspiration, and yielding. I'm getting more of an inspiring energy from this one than any of the words like sacrifice or confusion. And yielding. You are so, and look, it's blue. You are so receptive. This is the water symbol here with love, the tomato. You're so receptive. This is why you're so abundant. And your heart is open. And there's no resistance here. Like, I can so palpably feel how go with the flow this is. This whale song. And this yielding for sure. We have this card. So this is these two cards came from a vision board kit that somebody gifted me a couple years back. And I didn't keep the booklet, but I kept the little cards because I like their cards. You can never have too many cards. I'm a card freak. I love them. So they're just blank on the back. I don't know what I'm going to do to the backs, but they're just pictures and some little keywords here. Your spirit guides see you as a very vibrant person, a very colorful person, it's not inventive. It's like how MacGyver is. You can find a solution to anything, okay? There's a word. If you know the word, please leave it in the comments. I'm so sorry. I'm just like, my vocabulary, it's weird. I used to have a really large vocabulary, and I used to be able to find the words for everything and be able to speak very eloquently, actually. And now, I don't know what happened the past 2 years. I'm just like, I don't know what's wrong with Mercury. I don't know, like, if it's aspecting something. I don't know what's going on. But I'm not able to pull words out of my vocabulary or pull words out of my my catalog. I don't even know. See, I can't find the word for that either. It's crazy. So anyways, moving on. We have the nectar. What a nice pile 2. Let me just say this. Your guides really like you, okay? And you don't make it very difficult for them to do their job. You make it easy work, okay? And I don't even need to say much about that. That's pretty much the message there. I do want to pull some tarot though to see if there's any additional messages, but yeah, these are really nice feelings here with your pile. Your guides are proud, just like with pile 1s, but How did you move through all of this in life so easily? They are surprised. Your guides are surprised. The odds, it's not like, I'm not going to say that you maybe have had such like a horrible rock bottom type life, but life is not easy for anybody. So your guides are surprised that you have been going through this so easy breezy, okay? Or you've been making it look easy, or you have just, like, if something horrible comes up, you experience horrible feelings or go through any kind of suffering or whatever, you don't dwell in that energy. You just move right past it. You blow through it, okay? And they're impressed. They're highly impressed. And there's reward for this. And it's not necessarily just because, like, oh, everybody gets it. No, like, it's just the nature of things. You don't dwell on things, there's going to be a lot of reward later in life. I don't know how old you are, pal, too. There's probably people of different ages watching this, but just know at some point, if you're not already reaping rewards for having this kind of lack of resistance, like not like this yielding, I feel like some of you actually are already reaping the reward, because Malachite is about abundance, and we've got abundance there. And gratitude. Somebody's thankful for something, and if you haven't experienced it yet, it's coming. And I think it's coming pretty quick with Cheetah and the Chariot. It's coming pretty quick, like. So you radiate lots of color. You're so beautiful. Everyone can see your colors. I'm thinking of that song, all my favorite, what's it called? I think it's called Colors by the Pumas, the Black Pumas or something like that. Really good song if you haven't heard it. That's kind of what I'm getting here. Okay, so tarot. What tarot deck are we going to use? Since you're so balanced with nature, I think I'm going to use this Wild Unknown deck for you. We have the Seven of Cups again. But I think it was reversed. Oh, I said Seven of Cups again. The pile 1 had Seven of Cups. If you were drawn to pile 1, maybe do watch it. In which case, I will tell you this. Maybe you have had some struggles in life if you are here from pile 1, or if you're going to watch pile 1 after this. Yeah. If not, then, you know, don't make it fit if it doesn't. You know what I mean? I don't know if I even want to take that as a reversal, because it doesn't really feel like one. There's many options. There's many paths you could take in your life. I think you have actually probably tried many things in your life. And you're probably good at all of them with that Inventor card. What else do the spirit guides of pile 2 want to say? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Pile 1 also got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I think these two piles might be connected. We have also the Four of Wands. Okay, there's definitely... Okay. This Four of Wands makes me think of union. You're headed towards union of some sort with a soulmate, with these guides, with whoever we're talking to here, which is somebody that loves you, somebody who's supportive of you, somebody who helps you spiritually. Yeah, there's going to be some sort of union. And it's going to be a huge celebration is what I'm hearing. It's going to be so satisfying and gratifying with gratitude. What else, Spirit? What is this? Is this upside down? I can't tell if it's upside down. I think that's a Nine of Swords. Yeah. With this Inventor card and this Nine of Swords, I almost feel like there's a sort of anxiety or overthinking involved with it. Ace of Pentacles. There is opportunities to come, and they may give you a bit of anxiety, but so for somebody, you're getting a merger. You're going to merge with someone. Let's see what else comes out here. I'm wanting to say, but there's no cards to indicate this yet. I'm wanting to say that you were going to partner up with someone. That these guides are trying to align you with that. We have the Nine of Cups. It's going to be very emotionally fulfilling, whatever it is. For sure. Let's see. What else, Spirit? We have Death and the Hanged Man. There's a massive transformation. So despite how far along you have made it, you have blown through so many levels of life, okay? Despite how many levels you have made it through, there's still transformation to come. And it's going to come with a massive perspective change. I don't know which one comes first. Probably the perspective change comes first, I'd imagine. You're going to create or invent something that is so helpful to so many people, okay? Whatever you're going to create is going to allow so many people the opportunity to realize their dreams as well with this Nine of Cups. And there's many different ways you can do this with the Seven of Cups. With the Neptune energy and the Seven of Cups together, it may be a little confusing as to which way to do it, okay? Because there are options. Look at this. We have the World on the bottom. Pile 1 got that as well. But I'm not done pulling tarot for you. I want to know more about this. I feel like this is important for somebody to know. These guides want you to accomplish something that's going to help a large amount of people. This doesn't mean that you're going to get like a lot of recognition for it, or you're not going to be like, this doesn't mean that you're going to attain like some kind of like world fame status or anything like that. You could. I'm not saying you won't, but there's no cards to indicate that. What I'm kind of getting is, this is strictly to help the masses, okay? This is strictly to help the world. We have the World card on the bottom. And I just saw there's a Chariot again. We've got to make this happen. That's what I'm hearing from these guides. You have what it takes. Your guides are so impressed. They're so proud. And this is something that you are being called to do, okay? There's a calling. You have a calling. If this doesn't resonate, choose another pile. Because I know sometimes when we're called to do something and it gives us anxiety, we kind of turn away from it, okay? You have free will. You can do whatever you want. But you have what it takes, okay? And not everybody does. You have the Inventor card here. You have what it takes to make this thing happen, whatever it is, okay? It could be multiple things with the Seven of Cups. But these guides are working very closely with you. And it is multiple guides. It's not just one. Because it takes multiple. It takes a quick mind. It takes a big heart. And it also takes this Chariot energy being active, taking action. It takes multiple things. It also takes material. So we have the Abundance card there. It takes material resources as well. So you're being helped from multiple aspects, or from multiple. You're being helped in multiple ways from different spirit guides in different departments in order to be able to help people. This Neptune energy, so I suppose that technically this sacrifice card, it's not a sacrifice, okay? But it is in a sense. In order for you to help as many people as you're going to help, or as you came here to help, it's going to take a lot of dedication, okay? And that can feel like a sacrifice. Most people, I say most people, and I'm not talking about people that are, on a spiritual journey. I'm talking about most people are not equipped to make this kind of sacrifice in the way of dedication to helping other people, okay? I'm thinking of, for instance, and you don't have to be religious, but I'm just going to give you an example, a pastor who dedicates his entire life to helping people. He doesn't live in a fancy house. And I'm not talking about, Kenneth Copeland. I'm talking about the true spiritual workers, the pastors, the people, the ministers who give up material comforts and pleasures in order to help people on a grander scale. This is kind of what I'm getting at here. And with the Hanged Man, I'm also getting like a Jesus type energy with this Neptune and Seven of Cups here. I hope I'm not seeming too preachy here. For some reason, I feel kind of preachy. If you don't like this kind of message, like I said, click off. I feel like it's very important to say that at this point. More people are seeing my videos than usual, and I'm just like worried. This Nine of Cups, this Nine of Swords energy. I'm just worried people are going to like be like, oh, blah, 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 blah. You know what? I don't care. If you don't like it, click off, okay? I am here to get messages out to people, and I feel like you too are as well. You could be a tarot reader. You could be into inspiring people and supporting people. There's going to be some sort of opportunity that's going to pop up, or you're going to like, there's going to be an opportunity that's going to lead you towards the material resources that you need is what I'm hearing. Okay. With this malachite, it's going to be a matter of you being able to see it differently or to see it in the correct way. So opportunities that arise that help you gain material resources that aren't shady. Like, I want to be clear. This is not, you know, this isn't go out and, you know, do things that are against the law or that hurt people to make money. No, this is like, these are going to be opportunities that are very morally aligned. Okay, let's just put it that way. When they pop up, take those opportunities and use it to get that bag. And when you do, we're going to help the world, okay? In some way. It doesn't mean that, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be, like I said, world fame or being widely known by everyone, but it doesn't matter. You're going to make your mark, okay? And that's what's important. It's more important than any kind of recognition or fame, okay? And that's part of the sacrifice maybe too. Is somebody here. I think some people here probably don't want the spotlight on them or the limelight on them. Some people may doubt their ability to be seen, but you're going to accomplish what you need to accomplish, okay? There's ripple effects, especially with this malachite. Whatever you're going to do is going to have ripple effects, massive ripple effects. And it's going to affect people on a huge scale, I think. Okay. Let's keep going. And it may take time. We have the Six of Pentacles. Yes, there's help. Someone's going to help you do this. Somebody's going to lend a helping hand. We have the Eight of Cups. You're going to be required to walk away from something dear to you. So we are getting a bit of sacrifice here. Okay. It's something that is not good for you though. You know, I think you're going to have to sacrifice your comfort, really, to be honest. Son of Swords, with that Chariot there, it's definitely going to require action too. This is not a passive role. Once you get the resources you need, this is going to be an action-oriented endeavor, okay? So on the bottom of the deck, I just noticed we have the Ten of Cups as well. I'm going to leave it at that. We have the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups here. This is so emotionally fulfilling. This is everything that you could ever possibly dream of and everything that you could possibly want, even though there's a little bit of anxiety involved in it. Your guides want you to know that you are destined to do something great and you are destined to help a lot of people. And you are going to do just that as long as you listen to their guidance and work with them. They're doing their best. And you're making it pretty easy. I think the least resistance, the better. And you're already doing pretty good there. So, as I did for pile 1, I will now pull... Oops, sorry, I bumped the camera. I will pull some of these buttons. And these can be symbols or signs to remind you of these guides or to help you identify them maybe in some way. See. Whoops. I keep dropping them tonight. We have a little Polaroid type thing, little photograph. And it looks like a scene, like a sunset or something with some scenic sunsets may be very significant. And look at this, the colors in this thing here. I feel like that needs to go somewhere else. Okay, so I just moved it over here with the cheetah. It may feel like the speed of things happening could be a little anxiety inducing for you. We have a debit card. Yes, someone's going to help you financially in some way at some point. I didn't talk about this. We have figs there, blueberries. I'm not sure what else we have here, but nutritious foods are important. I think you can communicate better with your spirit guides when you eat cleaner. That's kind of what I'm getting with that one. What else, Spirit? Bananas. At some point, your journey might get a little crazy, is what I'm hearing. Things may seem really fast and chaotic. I don't even get a sense of chaos, actually. Let me take that back. It doesn't feel like chaos. It just seems like I'm putting myself into a sort of like scenario here. I'm envisioning this where I'm sitting in like a hotel room or like a nice building. The air is crisp. Everything around me feels kind of luxurious. It feels nicer than what I'm used to. And I'm sitting here thinking, wow, I can't believe I'm actually here. This is going to happen to you at some point. Okay? Claim it. It's going to happen. I don't know if it's a home, your home. I don't know if it's a hotel room. I don't know if it's like a fancy event you're at. I don't know. You're in some place that is luxurious, that's beautiful. That is a sign that you have leveled up in some way. We have the number 57 with these dice. Something very lucky is going to happen in your life as well. Just wait is what I'm hearing. Just wait. Whoops. We have a cupcake. This is so cute. I love this one. I'm actually hearing a sweet deal. A sweet deal. You're going to get a sweet deal. This could be on something that's going to be helpful for you on your path. It could be a job opportunity. It could be, it's the icing on the cake too. I don't know what that is. Cupcakes could be significant as a symbol for some reason, or dice, things having to do with luck, horseshoes. Any symbols on these could be significant to the guides that we're talking about here. I just noticed we have the word resonating with well song. I was like, why do I feel like this just confirms everything I'm saying with the whole like yielding thing, going with the flow. You're resonating, you're aligning, your heart space is activated. And you are vibrating at we have vibrant. You're vibrating at just the right frequency to manifest all this stuff. And it is quite impressive. What else? We have a boot. Is somebody from the North America like a boot? But also somebody from the South, because this could be like a little Southern thing. You know, like people from the North say a boot. Do they really say that, or is that just something people say to make fun of them? Either way, the North or the South could be very important. Something about that. I'm hearing the song Boot Scoot Boogie as well, which makes me think, when I say, like, growing up, when I say Boot Scoot Boogie, I'm thinking of, like, doing something hastily, like going fast. like not rushing through. Well, we do have the Son of Swords, the cheetah in that. I mean, maybe so. Maybe just, like, blazing through, like I said. Somebody may want to watch the movie Blazing Saddles. I don't know why that's relevant. Does somebody like quirky, weird movies? We have pop as well. Pile 1 got pop. Pop music might be significant. But also, this makes me think of this Four of Wands as well, and the celebration that I'm talking about. I don't know. There's songs, there's music that makes me think of this. I'm getting, what is that song? Started from the bottom, now we're here. I'm getting that. I'm getting, and you can tell everyone, you can tell everybody, I'm the man, I'm the man. I don't know what that is. I don't know what song that is, but for some reason that one popped in my head. Champagne, popping champagne. I don't know, something. A ladder. Pile 1 got a ladder too. Did I mix these up good enough? I'm pretty sure I did. Let's do one more just to make sure I'm not tripping here. Well, with ladder, yeah, you are going to be moving up for sure. We have the number 61 with the feather. Yeah. This kind of goes with this bird here. So when you see feathers, obviously this is a widely known spiritual sign or symbol that Spirit's trying to communicate with you. So when you see feathers, random feathers, I would say, just single random feathers, this could be a message from your guides. So I think I will leave your reading there. We're up to 30 minutes for you, Paul 2. That's impressive. We covered a lot of grounds here, especially with the cheetah. I feel like, yeah, this was a lot. I hope something in this was helpful for you, and I hope it resonated. We have resonating here. I hope that this resonated with somebody. And I hope to see you in the next one. And thank you for watching. If you chose pile 3 with this Himalayan quartz, this is your reading. So let's get your oracles laid out first to kind of get the vibes here of what your guides think of you, what they see in you, or how they see you, and anything they might want to say. So the first card we have here is Demon. Sorry, I'm laughing. It's an interesting first card to pull. Demon. First of all, the first thing that comes to mind with this demon card is power. Super powerful. But also somebody who is incarnated here from being actually a spiritual helper of some sort. Or being a spiritual influencer of some sort. Doesn't have to be a negative thing. I don't think there's an angel card in this deck, if I'm not mistaken. So this one would actually... Angels and demons kind of go hand in hand, in my opinion. They are the same being, but one vibrates higher than the other, maybe. Or they're aligned differently. So, yeah. Demon doesn't necessarily always mean a bad thing. So if you're coming here and you're like... I don't know if you're religious and you think, oh my God, I can't believe... No, I was like, this isn't a bad thing. Just be clear about that. We have the number 32 with jeweled web and connectivity. Ooh. Ooh. You're not just a person, pile 3. You are deceptively powerful. Like... You are connected to the spirit realm, very closely connected to the spirit realm. And you influence people. You're very spiritually resourceful. You know how to use energies. You know people really well. Pile 3. We have breathe. Ooh, there's this calm, collected vibe about you. Look at these colors. Ooh, this is like a stark difference between pile 1. Pile 2, like, you know, it's not like that much of it. Like, it's very different from pile 2, but like, I'm feeling like you're the, what's the word? Like a contender for pile 1. Like, I don't know. Like you two are two different things, but in the same league. Does that make sense? Equally powerful, but this is the moody version. This is the pile that is not afraid to peer into the darkness. Does that make sense? Wow. Ghost. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay. So the guides that we're talking to here. They could be disembodied spirits. Disembodied human spirits. If this is not your cup of tea and you don't want to hear anything further, please click away now, because I'm not going to water this down. Somebody here needs to hear it. Whoever chose this pile needs to hear it. Anybody who's serious about knowing anything, okay? Because there's so many layers and facets to spirituality and being human and all that. We can't just, like, sugarcoat and water down everything, okay? I'm just ready to I'm just ready to say what I gotta say here. Maybe this is how you are too. This is kind of the attitude you have. What you see is what you get. What you see is what you get, but most people can't really understand what they're looking at, okay, with you. And the guides that we're talking to here, they're very powerful, and they know that you're very powerful. I want you to be very discerning when it comes to spiritual guides and taking guidance from from sources that you're not completely acquainted with, like all the way, like that you don't know the intentions of. Okay. I feel like with this connectivity, you're so connected to the spiritual realm. All of these spirits know it. They all know. Pile 3 is connected. Pile 3 is powerful. They know that you can be used as an instrument or a tool. So the guide that is here, that is helpful and supportive and loves you and cares about you, they want you to be very protective of your spiritual gifts, your powers. I just told someone the other day, it's so weird that I just said this. It was about angels and demons. I was telling them that I think they're the same thing. And one of them is just obviously a different path. And I mean, I'm sure there's spiritual gurus and teachers that talk about this online, blah, blah, blah. Everybody talks about everything. Everybody's connected now and kind of like telepathically communicating with each other. And so there's nothing new here. What I'm saying is nothing new. But it was kind of like my realization of it. And Pile 3, I think maybe you're not fully aware of maybe this theme. Maybe look further into it if you're not using AI and ChatGPT. It is a very useful tool. Learn about angels and demons and the difference between the two and the relationship between the two and how they affect human beings, how they influence human beings. I think some spirits, some guides, if you will, some of them may not have like positive alignments, okay? And they may have their eye on you and they may have been trying to influence you. And if you do their bidding, if you allow them to pull strings in your life, they could turn you into something less than pleasant, something that you would not be proud of, something that you would not approve of, something that is not your true essence, okay? It's crazy the turn this took. I just feel like it's necessary to say it. You're getting so much communication from the spirit realm. I feel like ghosts are attracted to you. Disembodied spirits, ghosts, which, like, the way I see this is that ghosts or disembodied spirits are humans that have not reincarnated and also have not moved on to a higher spiritual plane. They're kind of stuck. They might be drawn to you. Okay, the Hermit. You're someone who has the cosmos within. Obviously, I love this card. You have spent a lot of time alone and you know yourself deeper, okay? You know yourself deeper than the average person. We have tarantula. Look at this. And I don't know if tarantulas, I don't think they make webs, but it's still a spider. A tarantula is actually a ground dweller. Why is that a fire sign? Why did they put a fire sign there? I guess because it's in the desert, maybe. I don't know. Your survival skills are insane. You also, we have longevity here. The chrysanthemum. I feel like you went in scorpionic energy. Yes. Oh, God. This is such a broody, moody, like, powerful, intense. Oh, if you're into, like, if you're into spells and rituals and things like this, like, oh, my God, you're so you would be so powerful. You're resourceful. It's like you know how to get what you need. We have the 4th house with heredity, shelter, home, psychological roots, subconscious conditioning, cultural traditions, and the mother. So you may have inherited this from your mother's lineage, but also you may have learned it from cultural traditions, such as like people who were into voodoo, such as people who were into, I don't know what the word, brujeria or whatever, I don't know. I'm not real well versed in any of this stuff. I'm just saying these things could be something that you're into or that you have knowledge of, or somebody in your family has done these things or practiced these things, and you inherently are good at them or have a knack for them. So that's interesting. This pile is so interesting. Your guides, actually, you're so powerful. I don't even know, like, I feel like you are a guide, but you're incarnated here for some reason. I guess with the tarot, maybe we'll find out. We'll see. But You're a very old soul with this chrysanthemum longevity. You know all about human beings. You know about their darkest secrets and their greatest desires. You know all of it. You know the human psyche, the subconscious conditioning, the psychological roots. You know people at their core. I just want to keep repeating, you're so powerful. Look at this. What is this? Is this a dam? What is this? Looks like a retaining wall of some sort. I don't know what this is. This was from a vision board deck, or a vision board kit that I had free. Oh my God. You have so much free will. Like, you are not influenced by psychological things as much as the average person, because you have such an understanding of it. You can see when someone's trying to manipulate you, for instance, you can see it from a mile away. Like, you're like, that person's manipulative and they don't affect me. Like, people just don't affect you. Like, brainwashing techniques of the media, that doesn't affect you either. This is like, I don't know. You are a, what's the word? For like demonic presences or demons or whatever, you are a formidable adversary to them. Like, is that the right way to say that? Like, they can't I mean, some of them are pretty highly effective, and they could maybe possibly dupe you, but for the most part, demons can't. Like, you know their tactics. Like, you're very well versed in it. It's good. It would be very difficult for these types of entities to break you or get in or infiltrate your mind space or your soul, your core. Spirit wants you to know that they are these things here are around you, not to scare you. I don't think you're scared though. I think you know they are. I think you know. You've seen ghosts. Like, I don't know. This is my pal that has seen ghosts. Like the Sixth Sense movie kind of thing, where you like see stuff or you sense a ghost there or something, and you're like, "Wow, can you just go away? I'm tired right now." Like, it's that kind of thing. Please let me know if this resonates in the comments, pile 3. Please. I would love to hear about it. You're not to be messed with. Like, straight up, you're just not to be. Wow. Just wow. I want to read from the booklet on that one. Where's my little... I do not know where I put the little booklet. Well, here's the big booklet. So we'll just use this. I have a large size of this deck and a small one. Brace yourself for the horse of truth to storm your every field. This card has a strong relationship to Alethea. If both cards appear in one reading, you've got some real uncovering to do. Take heed. So, you may have experienced this in this life, or this could be something you experienced in a past life. Either way, you see the truths that the apocalypse reveals. Let's actually do some tarot now. I had a hard time choosing tarot decks for your pile, but I feel like this one would be appropriate. It's a black and white deck. I really like the imagery of, or simplicity of, black and white decks. So the spirit guides that are wanting to get a message through to pile 3, what would you say to pile 3? Or what do you have, what information do you have for pile 3? We have the Hierophant. Okay. You're meant to be a teacher of some sort. Hanged Man. Ooh, the Hierophant and the Hanged Man. With the Hierophant, be careful what kind of spiritual teachers you listen to. what gurus you listen to. Like, for instance, even myself, the things that I'm saying, you use your discernment with what resonates with you, okay? Because that ultimately is the most important thing. Don't just take anything that anybody says as truth or as your own spiritual beliefs. Have your own spiritual beliefs. Use your own experiences and your own feelings, your own intuitions. I like to use the word feelings instead of intuition because I feel like intuition is overly used to the point where people don't even know what it actually is. You know what feels right deep down, okay? Don't take the words of religious leaders as facts. I don't know, somebody needs to hear that. Every human being on this planet is fallible, okay? Nobody's perfect. And guidance is best when it comes from within. We have the high priestess. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. Wow. These are powerful cards. We have 3 major arcana here. The Hierophant and the High Priestess with the Hangman in the middle. Just like, this is insane, okay? You are such a powerful person. And whoever these guides are that are talking to you, I think there's more than one, obviously. Some of them know of other influences that are targeting you, okay? And like I said, if this does not resonate with you, then don't take this. This is not for you if it doesn't resonate. If you don't like it, click away. But there could be, this is not to be afraid. I feel like you're a fearless person anyway, so just embody that. There are entities or spirits that are not benevolent that are also trying to influence you. And a person as powerful as yourself could really do damage with this apocalypse if misled. Okay, so definitely with the High Priestess, we're talking about intuition here. Go by your own inner feelings. Know thyself. Okay, it is important. It is a responsibility for a person as powerful as you. Okay, I feel preachy in this pile too. I said that in pile 2. I feel preachy in pile 2 and 3. This is wow. I knew I wanted to do a reading like this, and I hope it translates well. I hope it goes over well with anybody who views it, especially if you're coming to pile 3. I hope you understand everything I'm saying and you take it the way I mean it. Ooh, we got the Ace of Cups. So there's a guide here that really loves you. We have this dove here too. One of the other piles got a piece of. This symbol here, I don't know what it is, but it could be significant. There's a religious feeling, like, I don't know, somebody's religious. With this cultural traditions and subconscious conditioning, psychological roots, somebody maybe needs to be very careful about their spiritual beliefs that were like, I'm getting the word indoctrination, okay? And I'm not saying you were indoctrinated, pile 3. Don't let this be a trigger statement, but make sure that your beliefs are not a result of somebody, brainwashing, like somebody repeating it over and over again and like cementing it in your mind that that's fact, okay? Make sure that your spiritual beliefs come from within and then that they are your own, okay? This is this is so interesting. I'm gonna keep saying that. I don't know. I really enjoy doing these readings because you never know what's gonna pop up. Be careful. YouTube is a big place and there's lots of tarot readings. There's lots of spiritual gurus. We have the Tower here. Look at all these major arcana. YouTube is full of spiritual gurus and most of which are not qualified, okay? And I'm willing to bet, this may seem outrageous, but I'm willing to bet 70% of tarot readers are not authentic. They are doing what they think will get them likes and views, just like with the rest of social media. It's overrun with that. Be very aware of that and be very discerning. And as I said a while ago, myself included, if any of this does not sound right to you, click off. If this does not resonate with you, it is not for you. You will know what's for you. Absolutely. With this breathe card, okay? This was just kind of like giving me a vibe, but now it's becoming clear that it's important for you to do breath work. Actually, even with this little demon guy over here, is it fire breath? I'm not sure. I don't know what it's called, but maybe look that up. Fire breath, breath of fire, something like that. I don't know. It's some kind of breathing technique, and I don't know exactly what it does, but it's significant here. Also, with the breath thing, when you don't know something, if you're not sure if something is for you, like if your intuition is a little cloudy, okay, for instance, breathing techniques to help you center. And this is no joke, okay, because like I've gotten into this thing where I'm like, oh, I'm tired of doing breathing techniques, whatever, or oh, my intuition's bad, let me just take one little breath and that should do it. No, really take it seriously. Really take the breathing technique seriously to center yourself, to be able to make intuitive decisions. Like, for instance, if you're watching tarot videos and pick piles, okay? It's going to be very important that you pick the correct pile, right? I've been getting a lot of readers where it's like none of them resonate, and I'm like, well, maybe I just need to not watch that reader. Well, if you've ever had that thought, maybe you don't need to watch that reader, myself included. I feel like it's important for me to keep saying that. Somebody needs to hear it. Be picky. Be picky about the content you consume, especially when it's regarding spirituality. I think I'm going to pull maybe one more of these. Oops, we have the Eight of Cups, yeah. It's so weird. I'm doing a tarot reading, and I'm like, maybe you shouldn't watch as many tarot videos. But it is what it is. There's a guide here that wants you to watch fewer tarot videos. Maybe watch from fewer readers. Maybe, like I said, be very selective. Only have a few. And don't watch them so often. I feel like your guidance, your inner compass is straighter than the guidance you're getting from outside you. Like, does that make sense? I hope so. Okay, before I keep being preachy here, let me pull you some buttons. Pile 3. So these could be signs of the guides that we're speaking about here, or they could be messages. We'll see. We'll see what comes out. Let me make sure they're kind of really, sorry if that's loud. Got some repeating, whoops. Okay, we already have 2 coming out here. We have a little RX prescription bottle here. Substances could be affecting your psyche. Medication might be needed, or it could be altering your perception in some way. But also with this, I'm getting an addiction of some sort for somebody very specifically. It doesn't have to resonate with every person that watches this, but be careful not to not be addicted, but be careful of addictive behaviors. And it doesn't have to be substances. It can be tarot videos, or it can be toxic relationships. It could be any number of things. Be careful with that. We have the number 31 with the kite. I feel like somebody here is pissed off because of this reading. Go fly a kite is what I'm hearing. But kites could be a significant symbol for those of you who aren't pissed off and who are receptive to this message. A red kite in particular. A red kite is what I'm seeing here. Breath, ghost, kite, wind, air. I don't know. A gust of wind might be a sign. If you're outside and you feel a gust of wind and you're like, what the heck? That was kind of out of place. This is a spirit. This is a spirit trying to contact you or trying to get your attention. We have the number 28 with a shadow. I'm definitely getting that with this demon vibe over here. You may have a demon that's protecting you. Somebody has like a spirit that most people would deem to be a demon, but it's not necessarily like something that's trying to hurt you. I do get that there are probably ones around that are not good, but I feel like there's some kind of spirit that we would typically view as a demon, you know, a more negative whatever. Maybe one that's just unpleasant to see or look at. It just has some unpleasant traits. That's actually a friend that is actually trying to protect you in some way. It's almost like, what am I thinking of here? I don't know. I don't even know what the phrase friends in low places means, but there's, you just have some kind of something that's on your side that's of a darker nature. I don't know. It's going to resonate with somebody. What is number 18? So this symbol, I'm going to read this little booklet to you because I don't remember exactly what it said. I'm going to put it right here on this. The fourth house is where I automatically wanted to put it. It's number 18. Giraffe or hand. Film core line reference to tea leaf reading. Tall, handsome stranger in your future, or treachery. So it says core line reference, and I put it on fourth house, and we have the mother here. Somebody could have, and this does not have to resonate, but if it does, take the message. If it doesn't, leave it. I feel like this is such a triggering pile. I'm just gonna say that. We have the mother here. I feel that someone's mother may have been a very dark, a source of toxicity, a source of darkness, has caused, I don't know, like, it's unpleasant things. Somebody's mother, they didn't have a good relationship with their mother. And this affects them as an adult, or this is affecting you, the viewer, to this present day. Maybe you're not fully aware of how much it affects you. Maybe you are. But either way, at this point, I think you're free of it. You have gained a sense of freedom from it. And a sense of emotional renewal as a result of that. You have, there's a dove, we have gained a sense of peace at this point. With the Eight of Cups, we walked away from something with the Tower. Something fell apart. I don't know. This looks like a retaining wall and the ocean on the side of it. I feel that there's just been a lot of emotion that was held at bay. And it has to do with this fourth house energy here. Psychological roots. This is what shaped you as a person. Whoever's watching this pile is going to live for quite a while. I'm talking you're going to have abnormally long lifespan. Okay, let's keep going with these. So the way I just did that, I feel like there's just streams of information coming through in bits. And it seems kind of like ADHD. It's all over the place. Like it just comes at random times. You may get downloads, as the spiritual community calls it, downloads. You may get streams of information of a spiritual nature from the guides that we're speaking about here at random times. And it might be hard to decipher who they're coming from, what I'm hearing. I'm starting to feel a little drained. I'm going to pull maybe 2 more of these. Wow, I'm starting to feel drained. Okay. Be very careful about this. Be very careful about the information that you accept as truth when you get spiritual downloads, okay? You attract a lot of darker energies for whatever reason, pile 3. Do not be afraid. You're a strong person. I already can tell you that. We have the high priestess. Like, there's no doubt about it. You're a strong person. And spiritually, you're strong as well. Just be aware of how much of the darker side is attracted to you. You're very beautiful. Like, this chrysanthemum is very beautiful. Scorpionic energy is very beautiful. Even this Cancerian 4th house is very beautiful. Ace of Cups as well. You're very attractive to darker forces. I keep repeating it. Just be aware of it. Be aware of darker thoughts as well. Those darker thoughts are not always necessarily yours. Don't claim them. Do not identify with them. It's not to say to run from your shadow. We do have this number 28 here. It's just to say, discern whether it's yours or not. Discern whether it's your shadow or not, or if it's a shadow from somewhere else. We have the number 37 with seeds. Be careful of the seeds you plant as well. I think it's important. This is why it's important to be careful what psychological, like what your thoughts are. Because your thoughts are planting seeds. You're, like I said from the beginning, you're a very powerful person. And you're probably a very powerful manifester, I'd imagine. The level of spirituality that you possess, I say that you possess, the level of spiritual energy that you possess is probably very conducive to manifesting. Be careful what seeds you plant. Be careful, be mindful. There's a very seriousness about the reading at this point. We have the number 74 with a disguise. Something deceptive. So there's a guide here that wants you to know there are other deceptive entities trying to, quote unquote, guide you. And honestly, I feel it with this jeweled web and connectivity. I feel like it has to do with the internet. I feel like it has to do with YouTube. Not all YouTube readers are authentic, and some of them are being misled. If they're like, a way you can tell if they're authentic or if they're good is if they like cultivate like toxic relationship readings or something like they make toxic relationship videos. Things that you know are just toxic that keep you like wanting more and keep you wanting to click on more videos about it. You know, this is a sign that it's not good for you. This is a sign that you're being deceived. It's to keep you in like a loop of toxicity, to keep feeding these negative entities that are, I don't know, I feel like a lot of tarot is used to give energy to negative entities, to be honest. It keeps people in a trauma cycle. Never a good thing, okay? So, I think that's all I want to say for you, pile 3. I'm sorry if this was not like rainbows and sunshine for you. But this is a reading about spiritual messengers and what they have to say to you and things regarding this. And my intention was set very strongly at the beginning of this reading that these messages are to help you. These messages are to support you spiritually, to help you and to guide you in a positive direction and in a positive way. These are meant to be good for you. So I'm sorry if any of this seemed like you didn't want to hear it, but it's ultimately meant to help you. So it's so weird. I feel like I keep having to defend what I'm doing here with this reading for your pile. Like I said, I'm not intending to upset anybody or scare anybody even with what I'm saying about this, but it came out. It came out, and I feel like authenticity is so important to me personally, and I'm going to be authentic with you in every reading that I do. If there's some thoughts that I have about a reading, like during a reading that's offensive, then I'll try to reword it, but I'm going to tell you, ultimately what I'm seeing and what I'm thinking. I'll just try to reiterate it. But like some things, there's no sugarcoating, okay? Be careful, be discerning, and be aware that you're extremely powerful and that there are entities that are drawn to that. And they know that they could make big ripples in the collective through you, okay? They see you as an instrument because of your power and because of how connected you are. So, yes, I will leave you there, pile 3. Hopefully something in this was helpful for you. I hope to see you in the next one, and thank you for watching.